What's going on, everybody? My name is Austin. We're back at BurgerFi Gaming. My glasses are dirty. Holy shit. What a way to start this recording. Cleaning my glasses. What the fuck is this? Alright, as you can see, we are finally back on Mountain Blade. It's been a long time. I've actually been playing a lot on my own time. Just kind of fucking around. I'll show you guys those later. Why are my glasses so dirty? It's like a streak. Oh, this piece of hair. Fuck off. Anyway. But I'll show you those a little bit later. But I do want to get into a new game that it's also on the diplomacy mod. It adds in a lot more stuff you can do. So, mail. I usually do the same thing. My father was always a veteran warrior, shop assistant, game poacher, and then wanderlust. All right. I'm gonna go without saving just in case. All right. My intelligence sucks ass. Ring. This up to 8. This up to 8. Iron Flesh. Fire Strike. Shield. Athletics. Okay. That should be good for a while. And I don't like using anything else than one-hand weapons. And then... BurgerFi Gaming. Perfect. I'm on your shit. Boom. Is that good? That was better. Let's go with that. It's only his beard though. I like it. I'm going with that. Alright. Take a ship to Sargoth. I didn't read all of those. I don't really think I needed to. Oh, I actually hit him. Holy shit. My bow is so inaccurate because it's still a low-level bow. You walking closer is making it easier. How much fucking... Oh, right in your face, bitch. Alright, what's up, bro? Chest bump. You alright? Well, I guess you're alive at any rate. I'm not sure that we can say the same for the other fellow. It's one last thing to trouble our streets at night, although heavens knows he won't be the last. Anyway, maybe you can help me out with something. Let's talk more inside. Out here, we don't know who's listening. I was trying to sit on top of you. Chill. Can't do it, okay. What up? Alright. We've always had brigands in these hills, driven to banditry by war, debt, or love of violence. Recently, however, they've been getting bolder. Leaving their camps in the wild and venturing into towns looking for unwary prey. The Watch Commander tells us it's because of all the fighting on the frontier. Fewer men to keep an eye on the streets. But I'm not sure what to make of that. It seems to me that the logical explanation is that these bandits have an ally inside the walls who helps them enter unnoticed and helps them identify particular tempting targets. Last week you see this with my brother. I don't know what my brother was thinking, a lad from a prominent house out alone from dark in times like these. Well, I suppose you were too, but you're a stranger here, and didn't know how bad things have become. He had no such excuse, but he's family, so what can you do? If you don't protect your kin, then people will start thinking that you can't protect your own investments either, and I can't have that. No doubt the gang will soon send word about a ransom, but I don't care to pay it. So here's my proposition. You look like you've had a bit of experience with a blade, and more importantly, you must have a bit of fire in your belly, or you wouldn't be coming to Calradia to seek your fortune. So here's what I'm asking you to do. Gather a small party, track down these bandits to their lair, teach them a lesson they won't forget, and get my brother back safe. In return, you'll earn my lasting gratitude and a bit of silver. What do you say? You won't be able to do this by yourself, though. If you try and take on the whole gang and single-handedly, the hunter will become the hunted. I'll warrant. You'll first want to round up a group of volunteers. There's always a few lads in the villages around here looking for a bit of work that's more interesting than tilling the soil or hauling water. They'll follow you if you pay, so take this purse of 100 and consider it in advance on your reward. Go around the villages and use the money to hire some help. I'll reckon that you need at least 5 men to take on these bandits. Very good, sir. I'll collect the men from around the villages. Good. You can find me again in the tavern here in Zargoth after you got your group together, and we'll speak about what to do next. Alrighty, bro. first I'm gonna go back into, I don't need this, I'm gonna go back into Sargoth and go to the marketplace and go sell my goods that I don't need. Such as this, nope, control, and this. Which gives me an extra 674 dinar, or 671, which is why I use poetry. You always have at least furs that you can get rid of. So go ahead and return. Go to the arms, sell this one because I don't want it. Just drive me up there because I don't need it. And sell this because I don't use these. Kabammy. Alright. Now, unfortunately, I have to start with a low-level weapon. I don't need a dagger, I need like a sword. Perfect. I'll take this sword. This actually can go up here. Can I afford this? Leave me. That's pretty much the same. That's not what I said. It's not best option to have a decent shield. Alright. I think I can still afford it because I think it takes 10 dinars, and I still have at least 200. Yeah, okay, so 40 dinars, so 10 for each one, yeah. I still have 145, so I did okay. I have a good starting weapon. Not fantastic, but I mean, really what can you expect? I always do this, always go to all the, I call it the Unholy Trinity. I go to the Quinn, Finata, and Vajay, usually the same order, Finata, Vajay, Quinn, unless I find some reason not to go the same way. Anyway, just so I can get enough soldiers and hopefully keep them paid off. So next what I gotta do is go into Sargoth. I just have 12 decent soldiers. Go ahead in here. The audios. I've never had that before. I really haven't. Alright. Tower. I think it's because I'm recording this and I haven't done that in forever, so yeah. Anyway. BurgerFi Gaming is on the loose. Merchant. Splendid work, you have hired enough men to take on the bandits. Now, travelers in the Sargoth have told us that there's a small group of robbers lurking on the outside of the town. I suspect that they are all from the same band. The one took my brother. Hunt them down and defeat them and make them disclose the location of their lair. Very well, I shall hunt for the bandits. Alright. Let them not the farmers. Oh, there they are, on the other side. I see you. What do you want? I've been looking for you. Tell them where you keep your prisoners and I'll let you go. Ha! The prisoners only going free if you pay the ransom. Did you bring any silver? No, I brought steel. Alright, time to get into our first battle of the new game. I know I keep restarting, but what happens is like I don't play it for the longest time and then I get sidetracked and I end up deleting it because I don't know what it is. So sorry about that. Nothing I can really do about it. You know, then this time I'll try to keep track of which game is mine that I'm recording and try to get back to it a lot sooner than I have been. So I know this was a somewhat popular game. And I'm actually dying for Bannerlord to come out. That's not supposed to come out until at least midnight according to Gamer. I'll try to get Gamer back into the YouTube thing and try to get back into recording, but he has a bad computer right now that doesn't really work that well when it comes to playing and recording. The only thing he really tries out right now, anyway, is Stellaris, so he won't be able to record for a while until he gets a better computer, which could be a long time. Aye, spare me, spare my life. I'll let me go. I'll go far away from here and learn honest trade. You'll never hear from me again. Left. There it goes. I'll spare your life, but in exchange, I want information. Either you or your mates kidnapped the brother of a prominent merchant in town. Tell me where you're hiding him. Give me your word that you'll stop troubling these people of these parts and you can go free. Oh, bless you, sir. Bless you. We've done the lad no harm. We've been kidnapped. We've been keeping him in our hideout near Furiken. I'll describe the area in detail, so there's no mistaking it. Alright. 22 to body armor. It's only a 10. Perfect. I'll still keep mine so I can sell it. But I will be putting this one as well. He uses nothing. Shit, is that 34? Okay, no, 10. And then this isn't much, but it gives me at least a little bit of extra armor. So I'll take these back into Sargoth. I'm not going to go talk to him again, he doesn't need to know. But I'm going to go ahead and sell this stuff. And sell the stones too from these one. And then go to the armor merchant and sell this stuff. That's a good way to make money too after you attack bandits. I think I mentioned this last time I played this, which was months ago, but a good way to make money in this game is to, when you attack bandits and anything, take everything you can. Use what you need, like if you need the food, you like, because if you attack like a certain like a hideout, you'll get food and stuff, so I always suggest taking the food if you need it. However, like armor, weapons, goods, horses, anything else that you capture that you don't need, sell it. You'll get a lot of money that way. Anyway. And I see Furiken, and I also see the hideout. I should probably go tell the merchant that I found his shit. Mr. Merchant. A little bit low on health, but that's not a big deal. Sure he'll by the time I get back. So you found out where they hit my brother. Splendid work. I flatter myself that I'm a fine judge of character. You look to be a man who can get things done. Now go out and save his unworthy hide. Very well, I go now to attack the bandits in their lair and find your brother. Alright, just want to make sure. By the way, control space. I know I have the cheats on, but I don't know if the control space thing works without the cheats off. I'll show you guys one of the cheats I know later on, just to kind of show you. So I showed you the saving your character, exiting, and managing it all like that. I've showed you that before. However, there's a couple other different cheats you can use. I use one of them here because it's completely useless, because it's not like I'm going to lose anything when I fight these bandits. So, but if you click Control Alt F4. All of them get knocked out. I think all of them get knocked out. Yeah. Yeah, okay, there they go. All of them get knocked out. Easy day. And here we go with the leg. There we go. Anyway. And again, let your hero... No. Access. Okay, a lot of shit. 21, that's 22. 8. I don't know if there's a way to move everything quickly. That was 24. I saw that. Oh. I'm gonna just get rid of some of these rocks and get some of the armor, because the rocks only sell for 1 each, release the armor sells for a little more. Alright, this one sells for like 2. I know it's the buying price, however many, but it's like not correct. Also, I'll show you this one just real quick. I'm not going to use cheats the whole game other than showing you what these certain ones are. Also, if you go, I think Control X. Yeah, Control X gives you thousands of dollars in the inventory screen. Also, if you go to your character, Control X again, you gain level. And those are the really only cheats that I've become accustomed to. And those are the only ones I'll show you guys. Besides, I don't want to use too many cheats. But I did want to use those just to show you guys what they are and what they do. So I'm going to go ahead and use what I need to real quick. I should reset changes. I don't want to do that one. I still want to do this. Intelligence and Charisma. But I want to use Prisoner Management, Trade, and where is Surgery? Perfect. Because Surgery allows you to, when you go to a battle, it gives you more chance of that person being wounded instead of killed. One hand weapons up. Cool, cool. I'm back to Sargoth. Those are the only cheats I'll use the rest of this game. Ooh, I've never used no cheat again. Not in this game anyway. We got one where I'm only cheating, and then I've got one where I'm doing this all over again, but as a different name. So I need to go to the tavern. Is that a drunk? It is a drunk. I'm not sure. Some sort of animal, clearly. Let's go. Bring it. I'll fight you. Bitch. Ow. Damn. Better him than me. Alrighty. There you go. Put everything away. What's going on, brother? Alright, head upstairs. Mr. Merchant, I found your brother. Well, my brother is home safe. I'm not sure. What did he give me? $200? Cool. Not sure what to do with him. Maybe pack him off to a university outside of Calradia. That way, if he gets knocked on the head in a street brawl, no one can say it's my fault. But that's not your problem. Here's the rest of your reward. Is well earned. The money smells welcome, and I'm glad to have been of service. Good. Now you're interested in making some more. Possibly what do you need? Remember how I told you that the bandits had allies at the walls? I think I know who it is. The captain of the watch, no less. Some months ago, this captain, seeing the amount of profit we merchants were making from the trade across the frontier, decided to borrow some money to sponsor a caravan. Unfortunately, like many of those who are new to commerce, he failed to recognize the great profit only comes with great risk. So he sank all of his money into the most expensive commodities, and of course, his caravan was captured and looted, and he lost everything. As a consequence, it seems our captain turned to villainy to recoup his fortune. I suppose I'd do the same if the heavens forbid I ever faced indebtedness and ruination. Now, any watch captain worth his salary will have a few thieves and robbers on his payroll to inform on the rest. But our captain decides to employ these bastards wholesale. He brings them into the town, lets them do as they will, and takes a share of their take. You've heard of poachers turning into gamekeepers? Well, unfortunate land in Calradia, sometimes gamekeepers will turn to poacher. Luckily, there are still a few brave, honest souls in the watch who've told me how it works. Now, here's my plan. I could bring this up to the attention of King Ragnar, the Lord of the City, but that would mean an inquiry. My word against the captains and the witnesses can be bought and evidence destroyed, or maybe this whole thing will be forgotten if the enemy comes across the border again. And all I get for my trouble is a knife in the ribs. In time of war, you see, a king's eye wanders far from his domain, and his subjects suffer. So I've got another idea. I've got a small group of townsfolk together, some of my men in my employ, and some others who've lost relatives to these bandits, and we'll storm the captain's home and bring him to chains before King Ragnar. Hopefully with a few captured bandits to explain how things stack up. All I need now is someone to lead my little army into battle. I can't think of anyone better than you, so what do you say? I don't know if you're telling me the truth. Oh, well, I suppose it's possible that I found a dozen bandits who are willing to give their lives to give a passing stranger a false impression of life in Old Sargoth. Well, I guess you can't really know if my word is good, but I reckon you've learned by now that money is good. And there's another $100 or maybe a bit more that's waiting for you if you'll do this. Last little favor. So what do you say? Alright. Splendid. It's been a long time since I staked so much on a single throw of the dice, and frankly I find it exhilarating. My men are ready to move on your word. Are you ready? Yes, get them to sign. This sign. Good. Strike hard, strike fast, and the captain and his henchmen won't know what hit them. May the heavens be with you. What's cool about this one is I don't have to waste any of my own men. It's all his, so I don't have to waste my own men doing anything. Watch your back. Oh, that was a good kill. Get your shield down, ho. I don't think I got that kill. There we go. I don't think I'll get this one either. Nice kill. Right in the back. Alright, we're done. The remaining few bandits scatter off into the town's narrow alleys, only to be hunted down one by one by the angry townsfolk, making sure that your victory is complete and all the wounded have been taken care of. You and the merchant head to his house to review the day's events. Got a nice little cozy house. Ha! Well done. I saw at least 3 of the enemy go down before you. Keep fighting like that and you'll make quite a name for yourself in this land. Unfortunately, about 8 of my lads got themselves wounded. I should go look in on them. Glad to see that you're alive too. Yes. Now a couple of my boys have watched Captain pinned down in the back room with a knife at his throat. I'll need to go dragging before King Ragnar and explain what Breach of the Peace is all about. You don't need to be part of that, though. I'll tell you what, if all goes well, I'll meet you in the tavern again shortly. I'll let you know how it all came out. If you don't see me in the tavern, but instead see my head on a spike over the city gate, I'll assume you know enough to stay out of town for a while and forget this whole episode ever happened. So hopefully we'll meet again. That's not a good way to... I'm preparing to leave town in a short while. It's been an honor to know you. Good luck. What? I've never done that. Oh, he's still here. Cool. What up? Breakfast Gaming. Things didn't go quite as well as I'd hoped. King Ragnar couldn't quite find him to overlook my little breach of the peace. Oh, he's grateful enough that I got rid of his crooked captain. A guard who'll let in bandits will let in any army if his price is right. But he can't exactly have me running around here as a lasting reminder of his failure to take care of things himself. That hardly seems fair. Fair? This is Calradia, my boy. Kings do what they will, and the rest of us do what they must. He didn't shrink me up, and instead gave me time to sell my properties, even put in a word with the other merchants that they best pay me a fair price, too. That's gracious enough as kings go. But he's a weak king, as they all are here, and weak kings must always look to their authority first and justice second. I'm supposed to do the same in his shoes. Anyway, I wouldn't go rubbing your part in the affair of his King Ragnar's face. But he's taken note of you and decided that you're not worth hanging, so there's something to which I'll raise the glass any day of the week. He might even have work for you further down the road, or you can sell your axe to one of his competitors. I don't have an axe, I have a sword. Anyway, I hope you learned a bit about what it takes to stay alive in this troubled land, and I expect that the money you've earned won't go to waste. Good luck. Alright, how much money do I have? I actually don't know. 1560. Oh, so I can actually buy a productive enterprise. Fuck. But okay, meet the guild master. Okay, I only afford the basic one, but it's just an extra 78 dinars a week, which is amazing. All right, I'm out. I'm not sure. Tell you, how'd you get in here? Oh, there's a bug. Bug. Man, what the hell you are? How you got in here? Fuck. Anyway. Leave. Save and exit. Alright, so real quick before I go, I'm actually going to show you the other two worlds that I got going on right now. So load game. I've got this one, which is the one I'm working on. This one, which is the one I'm doing. Kind of like this one, except, you know, I'm not anybody. As you see, nothing's really changed. Everything's still the same. The only difference is I'm a mercenary under King Ragnar. And I have 25 troops. I've got like 4 or 5 businesses going right now. And then, my favorite one, from Eric Wolfbane. I own a lot. All of that red is my kingdom. What happened was I took Ricochet. No, I took. Yeah, it was Ricochet. I took Ricochet right here and it didn't give it to me, so I said, fuck you, I'm taking it anyway. And then I rebelled against my king. And I took Warcheg. I've actually almost destroyed. I've destroyed the Nords. Let's say that I have destroyed the Nords. How the fuck they're still alive, I don't know, because they're not anywhere on the map. But I have taken all the Nord lands. Even have the castles over here for whatever reason. But the Lords are defeated. The Vagers, the white people, are defeated. White people. The White Kingdom is defeated. And the Swadians are defeated. So I've got 3 of these kingdoms out already. I don't see the Nords coming back from this. So the only people left are my kingdom, who's obviously the biggest. And then the Rhodoks, the Kerchits, and the Saranids. I think the hardest one to take out will be the Kerchits, partially because they're pretty peaceful. I mean, we haven't gone to war yet, unlike the Nords who declared war on me every month or so. After they lost, they would another war go on for a few months, and then be like, okay, we're done. And then a couple months later, hey, we're back. So, but I think it'll be hard to take out the Kerchits because they're so spread out. As you can see, they got some over here, their mainlands, and then of course they got some over here. So it'll just be a pain in the ass. So that's what I was thinking. And show you guys other worlds. So, I'm going to go ahead this episode though. It's like I got other things I got to record today. I'll probably take a shower after I smoke real quick and get back to recording. So, this is video 3 out of the 10 I owe you. So I got 7 more to do today. And it's only 8:53. I've been up since 7. So, As always, like this video, please like, subscribe. If you have suggestions, gameplay tips, comments, put in the comment section below, and I will see you all in the next episode.